Hello everyone, this is Chrisa, founder and teacher of Bautanz Constructing Dance. Today we're going to do a mini stretching routine, especially for after those milongas. But what I want you to focus on is the how this routine helps you understand the movement in your body. Not only to focus on the stretch. Sometimes when we it's all sometimes it's good to just focus on the stretch and relax. Just notice how it makes you feel. That's great. That's one great benefit. But you also want to be able to identify how your body moves in and out of different positions. So when you do that, you have a double benefit. Number one, you will be able to modify it depending on how you feel. Sometimes we're a little bit more tense and sometimes we're a little bit more relaxed. We've done less in our day, or it wasn't as intense. Our dances weren't as intense as they might be some other times. So you will be able to modify. And number two, you will be able to get some details that you can later use for your posture, most likely, but also for for how you change from one position to the next. So that will be also smoothened out if you pay attention not only to the stretch but also to that process. So get ready, get comfortable, and enjoy. Start in a child's pose position. Relax your hips back over your heels and let your head drop on your mat. And gently breathe, noticing the waves of your spine, the curves, the tension, anywhere you're feeling a little bit stiff. Notice how the legs are communicating through the front of the pelvis, and how if you find that bone there, you can completely relax the spine, you can completely relax into the curve without tensing up your hips. And make sure that you're not pushing or pulsing down any intense activity. We want to let everything go here. Slowly start rolling up. Nice deep, 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 deep breath. And exhale. And when you're ready, gently deep breath in, twist. You take a nice deep breath again and come back into center. Reach up as you exhale. And then with a nice deep breath, let your spine curve, turn, and then with the exhale, let the spine extend. And make sure that you're doing that from head all the way down to tail. Make sure you're not tensing up your hips in order to get deeper into the twist. So as you inhale, feel your spine curving and allowing you to get deeper into the turn. And then as you exhale, you have a gentle side bend and you can get just a little bit more space. Of course, you can add on as many repetitions as you like. I'm just doing 4 here, um, just based on my timing and because I want to show you a little bit more stuff. So you spend as much time as you feel that you need to for every exercise. On your last inhale, you're going to make your way up. Exhale, feel the weight of your hips taking you down to the floor, and your arms are going up and over and all the way down. Relax the forehead. Deep breath. Feel the legs coming up towards you, and then exhale, reach away and then up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, reach away and up. You don't want to just go up and down. That's not the point. The point is for you to feel that your spine is going from flexion to extension, passing from that transition again and again and again, and tapping into your breath. This can be very, very, very helpful when you're doing your posture. Place the hands under your shoulders. Make your way all the way up. Relax here the muscles around your legs and your glutes, and then release all the way down. You can repeat this one if you feel that you need to. You can do the whole exercise with your hands on the floor. So be open to finding your own variations. Let's get to the legs. Reach for that foot. Relax back on the floor. As you inhale and you exhale here, notice how the leg feels. This is quite interesting because the muscles around our hip, are connected to the thoracic diaphragm. So as you inhale and exhale, you're gonna feel the change that creates in your legs. You're gonna feel them coming closer in your inhale and moving away on your exhale. And that is actually what gives you a nice gentle stretch. When you're ready, change over to the other side. Take your time. You don't need to rush here. You can actually spend some extra time relaxing before changing over to the other side. And always remember that one side of our body is usually a little bit more flexible than the other. So don't push yourself to get to the exact same position. It's always going to be different. We embrace that difference and we acknowledge it and try to see how we can balance it out if it's a great difference between the two. Again, when you're ready, if you want to stay longer here, do so. But when you're ready, release that foot. Take a nice deep breath. And on your exhale, start lifting the head and coming back to center. Hands under our shoulders. Push all the way back, hips over our heels. Pass through that child's pose, roll it up, and step forward with your right foot into your lunge. Make yourselves comfortable and then slide a little bit more forward past your back kneecap. And here, you can, of course, focus on the stretch that you're feeling in your hips and your legs, but I want you to focus on how your hips are moving when you're going back and forth. You should notice that there is a little bit of, it's not a linear movement. There's also a little bit of an up and down and a little bit of a circle, almost doing like an 8. Don't exaggerate it. You can't even see it in the video. I'm just sharing my experience with you. So try to find that experience. Just don't tense up the hips and you'll start noticing that as you're going back and forth, you're going to feel it too. It's something that will allow you to smoothly get deeper into your stretch. Plus, it's something that you do when you are walking. When you're ready, plant the opposite hand as the foot that you have at the front and reach the same hand up towards the ceiling. Feel that you're sharing the weight between your hand and your foot. Shift back and roll it up so we can change over to the other side. Step it forward, find your lunging position, and then slide forward past the kneecap. Reach the hands down, and here we go, back and forth again. And maybe here you can see it a little bit better. How I'm leading with the front knee when I'm going forward and leading with the back hip as I'm going back. I'm not sure if it's as clear, but my experience was quite a lot bigger than this. You're probably gonna feel that it's too much, but as you can see, that's exactly what I felt. I felt it was too much of it. It wasn't really, right? It's not even visible. It's something a lot more internal It's just that when you take your mind to it, it becomes quite intense. Plant one hand, reach the other arm up all the way, making sure that you keep your shoulder right over your wrist. Nice strong line, so we're not going to be tensing anything else up as we're trying to stretch it out. All the way back, and this time we're going to shift over to a seated position. Bring your heels as close to your glutes and make your way up to a bridge, reaching the arms back overhead, extending the spine. Deep, strong breath, curve the spine and reach the hands up. Go with the arms back, extend the spine, flex the spine and bring the arms up. So I want you to pay attention here to the fact that this is following the breathing pattern that is automatic in our bodies. So when we inhale, our spine flexes. When we exhale, our spine extends. I am making this a little bit bigger by adding the bridge and by adding the movement in my arms. So, but I'm not going up and down, or pulling and pushing. I'm just exploring that possibility that my breath creates, and I'm encouraging you to do exactly the same thing. You can use that in your steps, in your walks, extensions, etc., etc. And last but certainly not least, bring the arms in the T and take the knees over to one side. Gently, gently, gently let them drop to the floor, and notice what your spine needs to do to make the two shoulders stay on the floor as you're relaxing the knees. If you want to get deeper into the stretch, you bring the upper knee a little bit closer to you and you gently press with that same hand. It's a gentle pressure and you don't have to do it, only if you want to make the stretch deeper. The important thing here is to notice the movement and the shape of our spine. Here too, strong inhale, bring the legs in, curve the spine, allow the flexion to happen, and your legs are going to be very, very heavy, and then drop over to the other side. Let the hips and knees relax. If you want to get deeper into the stretch, you bring that knee a little bit higher and you press very, very gently. And maybe one side you felt that you needed it, and this side you don't. So, make sure that you attend to each side individually, and most importantly, pay attention to how you're getting into and out of the stretch. What is your spine doing to support this decision? When you're ready, bring the knees back to center, using the strength your breath can give you. Relax the feet down, and this is the most important part. Allow your hips to settle. Feel the tailbone, how it aligns with the rest of your spine, how it aligns with the atlas, the top of your spine, how the sit bones are relaxing towards the floor, towards your heels, how the front of the pelvis connects the legs, so you don't have to hold them into place. I want to assure you, I'm not holding anything here. My feet are just there. Allow for your muscles to relax. So find the spot that feels so comfortable you could actually sleep here. Pay attention to your breathing. Notice how your spine changes. Notice the tempo, notice the rhythm. Notice the sternum, notice the arms. Notice your neck, how your head aligns. Take as much time as you feel that you need to here. And when you're ready, Make your way back up, and that was it for today, my friends.